Hey guys, it's Veteran Noob. Now, I won't be the first person to say that the MCU has been losing its steam lately, especially with the new Multiverse Saga. Phase 4 to 6 has been very messy. We had problems like Jonathan Majors being arrested for allegedly beating his girlfriend. Problem for Marvel was that he was playing Kang, who was the main antagonist of the saga, and the fifth Avengers movie was titled The Kang Dynasty, which would obviously meant it would be about Kang. With Marvel not wanting to have such a controversial actor, they decided to fire him and brought back Robert Downey Jr. this time, playing Doctor Doom in the now titled Avengers Doomsday. We haven't seen Avengers Doomsday or Secret Wars, and we have no idea whether or not they'll be good, but bringing back Robert Downey Jr. seems very desperate, but we'll see. It could be good or it could be bad. Today, I decided how I personally would restructure phases 4, 5, and 6 of the MCU. So, starting with Phase 4. In 2021, we will have The Fantastic Four, which will be the first movie of Phase 4 and the first movie of 2021. Personally, I think the first movie of Phase 4 should have been Fantastic Four. It literally has the number 4 in its titles. Yeah, I don't know why they waited so long to put the Fantastic Four in the MCU. Marvel deciding to introduce the Fantastic Four in Phase 6 and having Doctor Doom be introduced in Avengers 5 seems very rushed. So I think we should have a Fantastic Four movie starting up the saga to set them up as a team. This film doesn't really have to be a origin story. We can have like a brief scene showing their origin. Also similar to the Fantastic Four movie that's coming out. This will take place in another universe, which it seems like that's what they're going with, and it'll be in the 60s. Doctor Doom can be the main villain of the film, and this movie could also set up the rivalry between Reed Richards and Victor Von Doom. We can also have a scene of the Fantastic Four fighting Mole Man, and Molecule Man can also be a secondary villain who could be important for Secret Wars. The second movie of Phase 4 can be Shang-Chi. This movie will stay mostly the same with a few changes. I changed Shang-Chi's father name from Wenwu to Zhengzhu and his sister's name from Xiling to Zheng Baoyu, since those were their names in the comics. Also, I'll have Aquafina not play Katie because I don't like her, and she can be played by Brenda Song, Karen Fukuhara, or literally any other Asian actress that's close to Simu Liu's age. Next movie can be Spider-Man No Way Home. No Way Home was a big success and a lot of people loved it. I sure did love it when it came out, but now I kind of feel more mixed about the film. The movie did have some problems that if I were to get into, it would be its own video. So yeah, this movie could stay the same. So the next movie of the phase and the last movie of 2021 will be The Mighty Thor. Thor Love and Thunder was a huge disappointment and it had so much potential, but it ended up just not working. I think something that can fix the movie other than getting rid of most of the humor is to split these into two movies. This film will be about Thor reuniting with Jane Foster as she has found a way to reconstruct Mjolnir and is now worthy of it. Jane starts calling herself the Mighty Thor and we learn that she has cancer. Thor and Jane will work together to fight the Enchantress, who will be the main villain of the film. At the end of the film, Jane will die of cancer, but she dies a hero and ends up in Jotunheim, where she meets Heimdall, Loki, Odin, and Frigga. The first film of 2022 will be Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. This film will be similar to the actual film, but with a lot of changes. The main villain will be Nightmare, and the Baron Mordo from Earth 616 will play a role in the film. With how the actual film has a lot to do with dreams and introduces the concept of dream walking, this can easily tie into Nightmare since he feeds off people's dreams. We can also remove the whole Illuminati scene because that was really unnecessary and was just fan service. Next film will be Black Panther Wakanda Forever, which was a pretty solid movie, so it can stay the same. The tragic passing of Chadwick Boseman affected this movie a lot, with them killing off the character. Personally, I think that T'Challa should be recast because because he's an important Marvel character, but I do understand why they wouldn't want to. So we can keep Shuri being the Black Panther of the film. I do not like how it seems as Marvel's trying to get rid of T'Challa across all media and replacing him with other characters who've been Black Panther. I'm not gonna get into that because it could be a video of its own. With all that said, I wouldn't really change much about the film. I'll get rid of the subplot with Valentina, and I'd have Talokan be called Atlantis like it is in the comics. So the final film of both Phase 4 and 2022 would be Avengers Secret Invasion. So instead of that awful Disney Plus show, the Secret Invasion storyline will be an Avengers movie. In this film, the Avengers will be Sam Wilson, Captain America, Captain Marvel, Hulk, Thor, Ant-Man, Wasp, Doctor Strange, Shang-Chi, Hawkeye, and War Machine. In this film, we find out that Skrulls have turned against the humans and are now planning on invading the Earth. And we get reveals of characters we know being Skrulls. Some of the Skrulls could be War Machine, Maria Hill, Wasp, Hawkeye, and other suspicious people. The climax of the film can be the Avengers fighting the Super Skrull. This movie can be like a mystery and espionage type film where we don't know who we can trust. The first film of Phase 5 and of 2023 will be Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. This will be exactly the same as the movie we got because it was perfect and the best MCU film since Infinity War. So the next movie of Phase 5 will be Captain Marvel Rise of the Marvels. So this will be the sequel of Captain Marvel, and I haven't seen The Marvels, so I have no idea what that movie's about. So this movie will be about Carol Danvers, Monica Rambeau, and Kamal Khan teaming up, which I know that's what the movie was about, and the main villain of the film could be Korvac. So the last movie of 2023 will be Ant-Man and the Wasp taking aim. I haven't seen Ant-Man Quantumania because I don't like the Ant-Man movies, and I heard this one was ass. This movie can be completely different from the Ant-Man 3 we actually got. A YouTuber by the name of Nando V Movies, go check him out, he's really good. He has a video where he was pitching Ant-Man 3 that came out before Quantumania was announced, and his idea sounds so much better, so I want to kind of use his idea. So go check out his video. Basically what his pitch was is that the film would introduce the third Ant-Man, Eric O'Grady, and have MODOK be the main villain. Basically, that's what I want to do in the movie, have Ant-Man and the Wasp team up with Eric O'Grady, Ant-Man, and fight MODOK and AIM, and at the end of the movie, Ant-Man's daughter becomes Stature. The first film of 2024 will be Fantastic Four: The Negative Zone. This will be the sequel to the Fantastic Four, and in this film, we have the Fantastic Four discover the Negative Zone. The team gets trapped into the Negative Zone and they find out it's ruled by a nihilist who will be the main villain of the... At the end of the film, Reed Richards can discover the multiverse. So the next movie of Phase 5 can be Deadpool and Wolverine. This can stay the same as the actual Deadpool and Wolverine we got since it was a good movie and a huge success. The last movie of 2024 will be Young Avengers. I have no idea why Marvel's been setting up Young Avengers, but they still haven't announced a Young Avengers project. Like, all the kids who are playing the Young Avengers characters, they're gonna be too old to be Young Avengers. Anyways, the team will consist of Iron Lad, Kate Bishop, Cassie Lang, Patriot, Wiccan, Hulkling, America Chavez, Kamal Khan, and Ironheart. In this movie, Iron Lad, who is a variant of Kang, brings together a group of young heroes. Kang will be the main villain of the film. Iron Lad gets the team together to stop him. At the end of the movie, Iron Lad kills Kang and then leaves the Young Avengers, making Kate Bishop the leader. The post-credit scene will tease Wiccan's twin brother's speech. So the first movie of 2025 will be Blade the Vampire Hunter. This will be the Blade movie that was announced back in 2019, but keeps getting delayed. I don't know why Marvel keeps messing up the movie. How hard can it be to make a Blade movie? So this can be like the best case scenario for the Blade movie, and the villain can be Lilith Drake, daughter of Dracula. The next movie of Phase 5 will be The Spectacular Spider-Man. This will be the fourth MCU Spider-Man movie and the first in a new trilogy. Peter Parker is in college now, alone, with no one remembering who he is. Peter spends more time as Spider-Man in the movie and will team up with Daredevil and Black Cat. The main villain of this movie will be Scorpion who is working for the Kingpin. The next movie will be Thor God of Thunder. This film will be the 5th film in the Thor franchise. The main villain will be Gore the God Butcher, played by Christian Bale, who is going around killing gods after they fail to save his daughter. We will actually see Gore kill many gods. Gore will kill Zeus, which gets Hercules involved in helping Thor stop Gore. Thor will also meet Beta Ray Bill, who Thor finds out is worthy of Mjolnir, and Thor gives him Stormbreaker. This movie will also be very dark. So the last movie of Phase 5 and 2025 will be Avengers Thunderbolts. This movie will be about the Avengers fighting the Thunderbolts. The members of the Thunderbolts will be Red Hulk, US Agent, Yelena Belova, Taskmaster, Black Ant, Moonstone, Baron Zemo, and Ghost. The Thunderbolts are hired by Valentina Allegra de Fontaine to do the missions that are too dark. So the Thunderbolts will be the villains of the movie, but in the end some members decide to reform and become heroes instead. So the first movie of Phase 6 and 2026 will be Fantastic Four: The Coming of Galactus. So in this movie, Galactus arrives on Earth to eat the planet. Galactus's heralds will arrive with him, which will be Silver Surfer, Terrax, Firelord, and Airwalker. The Fantastic Four have to stop Galactus from destroying the Earth. The Watcher will help fight against Galactus, and Doctor Doom also tries to help. The Silver Surfer will turn against Galactus and help the Fantastic Four. At the end of the movie, Galactus actually wins and successfully eats the Earth, but the Fantastic Four, Doom, Silver Surfer, and other allies escape their universe and travel to Earth 616. At the end of the movie, Doom blames Reed Richards for failing their Earth and vows revenge. So the second movie of Phase 6 will be Shang-Chi: Wreckage of Time. This movie will be the sequel to Shang-Chi. In this film, Shang-Chi's sister, Shang Bao-Yu, is now the head of the Ten Rings, and Shang-Chi has to fight against her. Iron Fist will also appear in this movie and will team up with Shang-Chi. So the last movie of 2026 will be Young Avengers: The Children's Crusade. The team will now consist of the members from the first movie minus Iron Lad, but with the addition of Speed and Kid Loki. The main villain of this movie will be Scarlet Witch, and we find out that she created Wiccan and Speed to be her children. Scarlet Witch has gone mad with power, so the Young Avengers have to stop her. Wiccan finds out Speed is his twin brother, and they both have to confront their mother. And at the end of the movie, Wiccan kills Scarlet Witch. We find out in a post-credit scene that Doctor Doom has been controlling Scarlet Witch ever since he arrived on Earth 616. The first movie of 2027 will be The Spectacular Spider-Man 2. This will be the 5th Spider-Man movie and the 2nd movie in the College Spider-Man trilogy. In this movie, Peter Parker will get the symbiote, and the main villain can be Kraven the Hunter, and this movie can be based on Kraven's last hunt. Maybe MJ can return, maybe Spider-Man can get a job at the Daily Bugle, maybe he meets Gwen Stacy and Harry Osborn, who knows. So the next movie of Phase 6 will be Avengers Doomsday. In this movie, Doctor Doom tries to take over Earth 616 and rebuild the Latveria of his Earth. The Fantastic Four will play a big role, teaming up with the Avengers to stop Doom. Doctor Doom's hatred for Reed Richards has consumed him as he blames him for their Earth's destruction. In this movie, we will also see how the Fantastic Four react to being in a different world with different heroes. Doctor Doom will use the Darkhold to access magic to control and rebuild the world. The Avengers, Fantastic Four, Young Avengers, and other heroes all come together to fight Doom. At the end of the movie, Doctor Doom comes into contact with the Beyonder. Then Doom and a bunch of characters are transported to Battleworld. The last movie of 2027 will be Midnight Suns. This movie will be R-rated and will be about the dark and supernatural side of the MCU. The Midnight Suns will consist of Blade, Moon Knight, Black Knight, Elsa Bloodstone, Werewolf by Night, Man-Thing, and Ghost Rider, and the main villain will be Lilith. First movie of 2028 will be Doctor Strange: Dark Dimension. In this film, Doctor Strange meets Leah, and they travel to the Dark Dimension. Baron Mordo and Dormammu will be the main villains. So the next movie of Phase 6 will be Avengers: Secret Wars. So a lot of heroes and villains have been transported by the Beyonder. to battle worlds, and Doom has tricked the Beyonder to trust him as he is secretly using Molecule Man to take away his power to use for himself, and he becomes God Emperor Doom and creates New Latveria in Battleworld and rules over it. This movie should work as the climax of the saga, and this film's main focus will be about the rivalry between Reed and Doom. We'll have a lot of important deaths in the movie, and they will bring characters from other universes as Doom wants to destroy other universes. At the end of the movie, the Avengers, Fantastic Four, Young Avengers, and others defeat Doom and return back to their worlds. The end will also set up a sort of soft reboot where we learn in the next saga that mutants retroactively have existed. The last movie of 2028 and of Phase 6 and of the Multiverse Saga will be World War Hulk. In this movie, Hulk will turn back into a more savage Hulk after being Professor Hulk since Endgame. The leader will be the main villain of the film, who's been manipulating Hulk's powers, making him more barbaric to turn the world against Hulk. She-Hulk, Scar, Red Hulk, and Abomination will also be a part of the movie. So yeah, this video was just more to say how I would personally fix the structure of the MCU's Multiverse Saga to make it less messy and more coherent. This is similar to the videos I've done making my own DC and Marvel Cinematic Universes. If you haven't seen those videos, go see them. I may do a part 2 to this video where I pitch how I would do the next saga of the MCU, which should be the Mutant Saga. I don't know when I'll make that video. I'll see. Anyways, thanks for watching and goodbye.